We'll start with the hands under the shoulders. We're going to roll the elbows down until they try to reach down to the ground. Yeah. Top is warming on the ground. Right here, you're going to pick up your elbows so that they reach your hands parallel to your forearm parallel to the floor. Pick it up. And back down. Pick it up. Forearm parallel to the floor. One more hold. A little pulse. 10, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Now, think about that spot you just felt the work in your back. It's like up here, right above your neck, using your shoulders. That's the part that we're going to try to expand. That's the part of your back that naturally wants to bend this way. I'm going to try to bend the other way. Don't worry about your lower back. Oh my God! Juicy. Back first. So Juicy. With the shoulders.
Juicy. This is not an invitation for you to lick me to death. Because I'm trying to do something. Can you go in the middle? Thank you.
Try it.
Let's see if we can do this.
Start with the shoulders. We're going to roll your elbows down.
Juicy, please.
As I try to reach down to the ground. Yeah. When the top of the forehead is on the ground. And right here, you're going to pick up your elbows so that they reach your hand parallel to your forearm parallel to the floor. Pick it up. And back down. Pick it up. Parallel, forearm parallel to the floor. And again. One more hold. A little pulse. It's 10, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and yeah. Now, think about that spot you just felt the work in your back. It's like up here, right left of your neck, your shoulders. That's the part that we're going to try to get to bend. That's the part of your back that naturally wants to bend this way. Then we're going to try to bend the other way. Don't worry about your lower back yet. Upper back first. So we'll start
Trixie. Trixie.
Trixie.
Trixie.
Elbow.
Trixie. 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 I love you too, baby girl. I really do. I really love you so much. I do. But could you please stop? Can you go in the middle? Can you go in the middle, please? Can you go in the middle? Will you be a good girl? Can you be a good girl and listen to Mama? Can you stop? Stay. Sit. Trixie. Sit. No. Sit. Trixie. Sit. Listen to Mama. Sit. Trixie. Trixie. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Can you stay like a good girl? Thank you.
Stay on the floor.
Okay.
Dig the elbows into the floor. Good. Turn the head to one side. That's what your comfort back should look like. And turn your head to the other side. Go press with those elbows, press with the fingertips, and back to the center, and done. Again, elbows pressing to the floor. And look at the one side. And the other. And center. And down. One more. Elbows down. Press up. And look one side. The other side. Good. Now pick the side where you can see me. And try, while you're there, to bend your ear a little bit more back while you're here. So the head is still to the side, but I flip the head. Yeah, very nice. There's your beautiful 8-palm mom. Now, back to neutral on the other side. Bend the ear up and back. Yeah, very nice. And back to neutral. Rest. Breathe. Relax for just a sec. Bring it to the lower back next. a huge part of the lower back is using your glutes. Or always have your glutes squeezed when you're trying to lift your lower back, especially if you're upside down like this. I guess not really upside down, on your stomach. Upside down when you hang on the ceiling. So let's take the hands. This time the elbows are going to try to go through to the front. We're going to press through. Yes. We come back down, let's set up the glutes and everything. I've got an idea what the elbows are going to do. So start off, press the chops of your feet into the floor. Squeeze your glutes. So that should feel like it'll chunk your pelvis. Squeeze your glutes, press your feet into the floor. Now dig the butt of your hand into the floor and push the elbows, squeeze the glutes, push the tops of the feet into the floor. Go ahead, turn your head over one side. As it comes in, make sure you're not in between your shoulders. Pull your shoulders down so your elbows have a little bend to them. There you go. Good, and coming back down. And again, tops of the feet on the floor. Squeeze the glutes, take the butts of the hands in the floor, and press up. Okay, good. Go and turn your head over the other shoulder. And back to center. And coming down. Good. You're going to move your hands further back so they'll give you more leverage. Yeah. If they're too far front, then it looks like this and you can't push as much. If they bring you back, then we have more leverage. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go again. Toss the feet on the floor. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the glutes, and we press up. Good. We'll go over one shoulder. And coming back down. Last one. Toss the feet on the floor, squeeze the glutes. Lower down. Back. Press through. Bottom of the hand for the head of the other shoulder. Tops of the feet, squeeze the glutes. Good. Head back to the center. And coming back down. Good. Relax and keep sitting. As you can. Hey. So let's get into the inner thighs a little bit more today. Starting with one leg folded, one leg out to the side. If this is super uncomfortable, sit up on a pillow. Sit up on as many pillows or couch cushions as you need to make this a reasonable posture. We're going to start by just getting our shoulder placement sorted out. So if we're sitting like this with our pelvis behind our femur heads, we want to try push outward forward. It is better to be sitting on something, leaning forward, than sitting on the floor and falling back like this. Because you won't be able to stretch through the front of your hips. So your goal is to be able to get this black part of my shorts in the front of your femur heads. Yeah, that's our goal here, to get a really good stretch of the inner thighs. And let's start, with the flex of the foot. And now check where those toes are pointing. And try and point them to the back of the room. And just notice what you feel in your leg, maybe more, maybe less. And back up to the ceiling and turn in. And just notice what you feel in your leg and your head, maybe more, maybe less. Every pair of hips is very different. And toes straight up to the ceiling. Again, toes to the back. Or it might be where this is a nicer feeling. Okay, and then back to the center. And turn in. Or it might be where this is a nicer feeling. Yeah, about half and half. It's always about half and half. It's so interesting, right? And the half that thinks one way can't possibly imagine the other way, vice versa, right? Heel out, put toes back up to the ceiling. And let's do a pointed foot. And same thing. Turn it out. And back to the ceiling. Just exploring here. And in, turn in. And back to center. Good. Let's do the other side. Now don't go into this hip with any preconceived notions. It's fine if one leg likes one and one leg likes the other. It's normal, although difficult because you got to do everything. I'm this way. I've got one leg that likes one thing, one that likes the other thing, but it's fine. It's normal. We work with it. No worries if that's the case. So let's find out what this leg likes. Toes straight up to the ceiling. Rotate to the back. And straight up. And turn in. And straight up. And turn up. Where are my people who this feels better on this leg? Good. And then straight back up. And turn in. And where are my people where this feels better on this leg? All right, so where are my people who got one of each? On what? Where am I? Yeah, we've got 10 today. We got 10 people with one of each. How funny is that? Let's point the feet. Say turn out. And back to parallel. And turn in. And back to parallel, straight up to the ceiling. And turn up. And back to parallel. And turning. And back to parallel. Good. So let's go back to the first side. Now we're going to try to stretch the inside of the leg. So I like to do with just one leg, just because each leg is so different from the other. So to get a little bit more stretch, plant this hand and push your leg a little bit more to the side. Yeah. And now we're going to try to think about the back of your body leaving the floor and just hinging forward at the hips. Like think about this almost like a push-up, except nicer because you're stretching, not having to do a push-up. But you want to think about going down between the arms and then push yourself back up. It's almost like a negative push. Your legs like harder. You gotta pull yourself down, down, and up. Good. And again, down and up. The more you can pull your elbows back, Julie, the more you're gonna get on the rounding back. So if you're here, it's gonna round it back, but think elbows into your ribs as you go down. There you go. Yes. So then you've got the chest going forward and now the head moving forward to a round. Let's do 2 more forward. And last one hold. If you can, rock your head a little further out, but the elbow still pulling you. Breathe. One more breath. And now. And gently rock your way back up. Before you release too far, try to actually touch where you felt the stretch. See if you can reimagine where you feel the stretch in this movement. If you need to go back in there and try to find out, please do, but I want you to have a true mental model of what your leg is like. You know, without that mind-body connection, it's really hard to get more flexible. And let's move on to the other leg. So plank this hand. Push that leg back. Yeah, I know stretching's not always the most graceful thing. And then we take the arms out in the front. And we bend the elbows. And we try to go down. And down. And down. And last one, hold down. And walk the hand a little further out if you like. And we breathe. Deep breathe. Go ahead and find your way back up. Before you get too far out of the zone, try to touch exactly where you feel it on this side. May not be the same as the other side, especially my friends who have one of each type of leg. I really know, going to really answer the question of something like, where do you always type? You want to be able to know exactly the answer to that question. And let's do both. So the easiest way, well, there's no easy way to get it. Get further into the stretch. You could plant one hand and push your legs like this. Or if your upper body's strong enough, you can have one hand behind you, one hand in the front, pick up and scoop yourself closer to your legs. Just gently rock side to side. I'm going to bring the roll here so you get your pelvis front of your femur heads. Not sitting behind. Front, up and over. Good. Flex the feet. Okay, point. Good. Flex. And point. Walk the hands a little further up. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. And bend the elbows. And breathe here. As you exhale, maybe you can walk your hands further. It's always in the exhale. Good. Breathe in. In the exhale, maybe you can go further. One more. Breathe in. In the exhale, try for more. We find our way back up. Good. Notice where we feel it in the inner thighs when we stretch the straddle. If you use a ballet press, that's going to be where you feel it in your bronchi, where you feel it in your passe, your olecicoma. It's going to correspond with all of that. So you're going to be really hyper aware of these muscles as you're working fast when you need to stretch out to feel good on the bottom. All right. Pick up those knees, fold them in. Great work. If you're staying for a while, let's get some shoes out. But if you're on the ground, that'll be an amazing day. I will see you in the next one. Great work today. Bye. Let's turn in parallel. Maybe and pick the arms home. Excuse me. And open the arms. And we breathe in. And forward. And up. Open the arms. And we'll breathe in. And forward. And up. Breathe in. And forward. Up and move. Turn out the legs. Open. Breathe in. And up. And up. Yeah, we'll turn makes a big difference, doesn't it? And we open. And forward. Let's start in parallel in the flex. And take the arms high. And we open the arms and we breathe in. And forward. And open the arms. And we breathe in. And forward. And breathe in. And forward. Something. Turn out the legs. Open. Breathe in. And up. Yeah, that little turn makes a big difference, doesn't it? And we open. And forward. Yes, but I'll push the hamstring stretch and forward. We look. One more and we fold over the legs. Good. If you can reach, you can try to turn your calves so your calves look more at the ceiling. If you can, try to get those quads pushed to the sides. And if you can reach all the way down, pull. If you can reach, don't hold the top. You get more out of it. You can hold under your feet. So you're pulling a little bit into the flex and a little bit into the turn down. Let's drop that head and breathe. Two more breaths. Last breath. And breathe out. Up and down. Letting it go a little fun. Stay. It's like a fitted sitting tree pose. And we're gonna reach out over the leg. And have your nose line up with your arch. This nose out of the picture. And you step one hamstring at a time.
Oh, PJ, oh my God, PJ.
Let your
Oh
hand
my God, you guys stuff me right up on your mama.
flat.
Oh my gosh, PJ. Kinky donut. No. Gotta watch mama. And mama gotta watch you. Whenever mama moves, you move into the movement of mama, and then mama moves back, and then you get knocked out.
Everyone feels a little more spicy.
Oh,
But in that spot where there's flexion, set your legs line up with. Alright,
I like mama stretch.
it's like sitting tree pose, and we're gonna reach out over the leg. Try to have your nose line up with your arch. This leg is just out of the picture, and now I'm gonna step one hamstring at a time. Good. Plant your hands on either side of your leg and pull on the ground so your elbows come back, your back flat, and set your eyes look right on the front of your foot. Good. Point your foot. Good. Whichever one feels a little more spicy, stretch down and put in that spot, whether it's flexion or point, drop the head. Breathe right here. Each time, tugging on the ground. Exhale, and stretch. Bend through the first position and other foot. And you're gonna look up with your arch. Right in the front of your eyes. Head just a moment. Good. Now let your hands on either side of your shin and pull the elbows back and forward, shoulders back. Just out through your foot. And you point. And you flex. Point. And flex. Point. And flex. And one more point. And let's go choose your adventure, whether you want like to stretch and flex or a point. Stretch maybe feel you need it, maybe flex gets more behind the knee, maybe point gets more the hamstring. Great. Back up into the first. And 1 moment into the parallel, give a quick shake. Right back into the first position. And into the first. Point. And slow. And breathing. And open the arms. Breathe them. And up. Open. Breathe in. Good. One more. And hold down. And hold. Good. If you can, you can shake those feet while you're down there. Giving them a little points. Up the arch. Push up the toes. Check if one leg is tighter than the other by taking your nose over one shin or the other shin. Good. If you like to stretch at a slight diagonal, maybe one needs a little more love than the other, you'll do the angle of your nose where you need that little extra love. Let's come back up and right back to parallel. Let's take a shake. All right, let's take the flat on the floor. Feet up together. Feet goes up. I just lean back for a moment. Let the hips recede. Please stop anywhere that feels amazing. Now get butterfly. Blanket on the leg, nice long butterfly. And lift up hands over the shins. And we're gonna try to pull the elbows back to the ribs, reaching the chest forward. That's it. Reaching out, chest up and forward. Breathe in. As you breathe out, try to pull with your elbows and you're rolling your feet. Pull back. Breathing in. Exhale, pull. Oh, nice. Breathe in. Exhale, pull. Flatten the shoulder blades together so you get nice flat back. One more right here. Coming back up. Shorten the butterfly. And up and go over the legs. Let's rock a few times. And then try to get the pelvis unstuck from those fingerheads. Try to get the pelvis rocking over top of this. Back. And that's it. And further. Yeah. Push forward. And trying to arch your lower back. Very good. Up in the lower back. There you go. Last one. Now pull elbows back, chest forward. If you can reach, keep the hands up further. Breathing, just pull back, try to get around, but it's pretty good flat. Good. One more breath. And out. Make your way back up. Keep one leg, hold it in. The other leg out. Same thing. A little strong in the inner thigh. So your nose is lined up with your heel. And take a moment. Find yourself a look forward where you feel a stretch. And just take a play with this leg for a moment over here to see if you like it turned in. Straight front or a little turn out. See where you get a little more love. Sometimes that inner thigh or the hip will feel more in one position or the other. Find your spot and then reach out and forward. Try to have your shoulder blades not rounded up. Try to pull it back. And try to do this hip is not coming off the ground. Keep it down. So both sets bone are equally on the ground. You may need to take your hands more to the inside to achieve that. Especially if that hip is tight, not wanting to release in this position. That's how you can also give that thought a little bit and see if you can get it to swap. Breathing in. Up. 2 more breaths. Breathing in. Breathing in. Reaching your head forward, forward as you go. Yep, other side. Heel is lined up. And go forward where you feel a little stretch and check where you want it in, out. And this side, see where it feels good. Just have to like slightly turn in. Whatever you get, a little different. Your sleep bone is not coming off the ground, that you are just down on the ground. Before that direction to make this like lifting your hip is off means you can't figure out to get that hip down or it's where you already start to work on that. One breath here. Each time, right, pull your body forward using your hands, pull on the ground. Reaching. Using the exhale to try to relax the tongue, relax the ear back, relax the forehead, the arms forward. Only comes comfortable and take a few breaths and sit up on something anyway that is just going to be for a moment, breathing. And letting out some of it. I know it's nice. And again, one more breathing. All right, Jen, great job today. I hope your body feels really nice. Have these few little stretches. Have a really great rest of your day and evening. I'll see you again next time. Bye, everybody. It's great to see you. All right, let's begin. We've got a little bit of the hips and a lot of the inside today. So if you need blocks for under your legs or you want to sit on a pillow, that can really improve the situation here if you're super hyper. It's really uncomfortable. Let me turn that off down a notch. You can also play with the size of the butterfly to see what feels good, where you want to. And let's just start trying to lift one hip off the floor and then the other hip just kind of moving side to side. Getting a feel for one side feels really sticky or one feels a little bit better. You might feel on one side of the outside of the hip or the IT band particularly complaining as you pop over that side. And let's settle back. Even out both hips. Let's stretch one leg out and flex that foot. Let's bring that leg right up your nose and this one out beyond your shoulder. Good. Let's do the opposite. Other one straight out, turn it out, flex the foot. This one right out your nose, the other one out the side of your shoulder. Awesome. Okay. Side, foot. Leg out to the side. You can have blocks to work in those. To support you, we're going to try to lift up and over this whole situation. Yes, you might feel this in the outside of the calf. You might feel this in the outside of the hip. Either hip, you might feel it in your lower back. Many places you could feel this. Let's try to find your way over. Your nose is looking straight down at your ankle, not down between your legs, but try to go right down this one leg, the other one out to the side. Good. And let's take a little ankle circle here. Yes, we're allowed to signal for a moment. In fact, it might feel like a more intense stretch in that moment when you let it signal. Yeah, because you feel the outside of that ankle as well. Good. Let the foot go neutral. And bring it again, breathe over this leg. Good. So much of stretching is this like relaxation. Giving your muscles permission to stop holding you up. Giving your body permission to just exist in this shape. Mind-muscle connection is so powerful when it comes to the stretching. Trying to connect with the hips. Especially if you have a stressful week, the hips tend to take the brunt of that and tighten up. Just chill here, be in this spot. But can you reach a little farther? Find a new edge of discomfort. And breathe here. And finding your way back up. Good. Let's switch the other foot. Starting with a flex. And you reach forward. Up and over the leg. Start the circle. Right, just so that the ankle leaves the knee facing to the side. reach over the leg. Just begin our breath. Reaching over the foot. Feel into the areas that you feel the most stuck. Avoid them with your brain. Don't try to tune out the pain. You want to tune into the pain. You want to tune into where you feel it. You want to be with that pain. You want to tell that pain to relax. Why should make it bigger, rounder, softer. Keep your lips relaxed. Above your eyes. And your forehead relaxed. And let's go a little further down, see if you can find a new edge of discomfort. Relax into this, allowing your body to be here in this shape. Oh, nice. Out. Again, walking forward. Not too far. Go halfway down for one more. And let's take a circle of the ankle. And then just help you identify some particularly sticky spots. And then you don't feel anything, but sometimes those ankles are actually carrying a little bit of tension around the hips. Ankle and hips are very connected. For example, if you sprain your ankle, you often get this open from your hips. They're very, very connected. The strength of the hip affects your ankles greatly. You circle the ankles. Feel the movement in the hips as the ankles move. But let your ankles be neutral. If you can't do those legs, a quick little wiggle. Let the knees relax a little bit. It's kind of fun, right? That's kind of fun. Kind of tough to get those legs to wiggle in this stretched position. And we're going to reach out over the legs. Use blocks here underneath your arms or underneath your face to make this more comfortable. Comfortable into the discomfort. I don't want your legs to be comfortable, but your back and your body. Find an edge where you're like, that's an edge. That's about the end where I want to go. And let's breathe there. Touch your legs. When you have where you feel it, don't let the tension release. Stay with it. Imagine yourself new, bigger than the stretch. Bigger than the painful sensation. Allowing your breath to encompass your body. Ride that wave further and further down to the ground. Forward. One more big breath in. And exhale. See the one end. The edge, the hips, the inner thighs, down your hamstrings. We walk our way back up. Leg, coming back. Sit into the butterfly for a moment. Week over week, I always ask if you like the butterfly or the inside stretch better. If you're one where this feels like more of a hip release, then do this stretch. If you're one where the butterfly feels like the release, then do this stretch. Alright, even the jump you feel is how you I've seen. They'll sell some different. More breads. Coming back. All right, yes, it's time for it to get over your legs. And your hips are feeling super great. I hope you got fun. Hope you have a great day. And I'll see you down Stone. Bye. Great to see you.
Well, these stretching classes have been great too. See, nobody watched. All right, let's go back.